Hi everyone and welcome to another episode of Beardy Reviews. This time around I've got my friend Jack with me.
Hello.
We're going to be talking about X-Men Apocalypse, which has just come out and holy crap.
It was amazing.
What did you think of the intro?
It starts off with Apocalypse. He's going through the process of merging with someone, another mutant that's actually been found to have a healing factor. Apocalypse isn't immortal.
Because that's the thing, in Rise of Apocalypse, he is immortal. He's born immortal. Absolutely. Yeah, like he has an incredible healing factor. But in this, he just transfers from body to body, and as he transfers to another body, he picks up that person's
abilities. Yeah,
and that's why he has so many.
His followers at the time, they try to take him out, and the fight scene there is absolutely brilliant.
Incredible. We get to see one of the first incarnations of the Four Horsemen.
Exactly, and they're really interesting.
I feel like we saw too little of them.
100%. There wasn't enough of them.
Yeah.
All happened very quickly.
Another thing that I'd love to see is for each horseman to be explained. So we've got war, pestilence, death, and famine, and it'd be really cool just to see how each power fits into that concept of each horseman.
Definitely, and because all we saw is they seem to be very powerful mutants.
Yeah.
So there's the one, it looks almost cat-like humanoid.
Yeah, like a lupine mutant or something. Yeah,
and it
almost.
Looked cool. He was an interesting character.
The one who saves Apocalypse's life, like puts a cocoon around him and stuff. Like she looks powerful as fuck.
She literally crushes a guy.
Yeah.
It's one of the most brutal scenes I've ever seen in the whole film.
Yeah.
Where she just gets a guy and literally crushes him into a ball and then throws him with her telekinetic abilities.
You hear all the bones crunching and everything. I was just sitting there going like, oh.
It's when his arms all folded up over
yeah.
his head. It's just like, oh my god.
And what did you think about the introduction of the new X-Men?
I thought Storm for a start, as an introduction as a Four Horseman, that was actually really cool. But at first I didn't realise it was Storm, which is really stupid of me. And then all of a sudden, poof, white hair. And it's like, oh, okay. Nightcrawler was interesting because it shows Mystique actually saving him from a pit where they're forcing mutants to fight each other in Germany.
What's the first rule of Mutant Fight Club? And this is where you meet Angel.
Absolutely, yeah. This is where Angel's introduced because he's almost been their champion for a while.
Yeah, you pointed this out and I was like, oh shit, yeah, that's true.
We don't know whether or not Mystique is Nightcrawler's mother in this world.
Yeah.
But it does seem like it could be a logical choice. Mystique does go directly to save him.
Like she doesn't seem to be on a mission to save different ones, she just saves him. Like
that's what I thought it was at first. I thought
me
she
too.
was almost like a freedom fighter for mutants.
Yeah.
Saving people. But obviously with her being so closely related to Nightcrawler and the fact that she went off in the first movie with Azazel, who we know to be Nightcrawler's father.
There's a 10-year gap between the first film and the second film. She could easily have gotten
the child and then left the child somewhere.
Absolutely. There's that open. That could be a thing.
I just want to see that if she is Nightcrawler's mother, I hope that expands on the next one. It felt like Nightcrawler was very almost just that guy that turns up and everyone's like, oh yeah, he's cool. Yeah,
I love Nightcrawler. He's one of my favorite X-Men of all time. Yeah. And he's just like the nicest guy. The bit when he's like, 1, 2... Wait, I don't have a third one. That was a little fun thing.
Yeah, it was really silly, but it was good.
What did you think of Sansa Stark as
I found it really
Jean Grey?
hard. I found it really hard. Like, we all know that she's English. We've seen her in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
It sounds like an English person doing an American accent.
Yeah, I mean, Sophie Turner does a really good job, though.
Absolutely.
She portrayed her like a young Jean Grey really well. Perfectly. It was really good.
And it's just like, I can hear it slipping through on
It's not the poor girl's fault. But anyways, enough about accents. Scott Summers.
At first, it seemed a bit like broody teenager, generally. But it worked as soon as he got his glasses.
Yeah.
And he gets into the general, like, okay, this place is cool. Then he was an interesting character again.
Absolutely.
He wasn't a whiny bitch.
Like in other films.
Yeah.
With the new cast, they're trying to fix it. You can tell that they're really trying to make a better job of it. And there's one particular scene that not only this scene makes them cover their tracks.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Well, they go to the cinema to see Return of the Jedi. They're all walking off and they're arguing, saying that how much better Empire is than Return of the Jedi, which obviously Empire's the best. Jean Grey turns around and she's like, well, at least we can all agree the third one's the worst.
The little nod of the makers being like, yes, we fucked up the first trilogy, like the third one, and we're sorry. And just in case this one sucks, we can all agree the third one sucks. But actually,
I thought it was the best one so far.
It didn't suck at the least. Obviously, that they had like first screenings and they had critics see the film and everything, and everyone hated it. Everyone saying it was a terrible film and it was really convoluted. It really isn't.
There was nothing wrong with the film.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I mean, I'm going to be completely honest. There are certain lines that are kind of awkward, and you can see the actors when they say it, they're like, yeah, I don't really know how this line fits. But that's like just a little thing. Like overall, the whole story, the way the story flows.
Yeah, it was really nice. It does seem like they've just thrown bits in for no apparent reason. And the whole thing with Wolverine, cameo was just thrown in, just in my opinion, for the sake of going, here's Wolverine.
It really didn't need it. I really think it didn't. But they must have shown the studio, here's the script. They must have gone, where's Wolverine?
Yeah.
And they must have gone, well, we don't need it. And I can imagine the studio going, no, it's an X-Men film, it needs Wolverine, because that's how we make money. Shit. Alright, we really need to have Wolverine in this. But made it right. I think they were forced into a Wolverine cameo, but they did the best that they could.
It looked perfect. They really did a great job on the aesthetics and making sure that the Weapon X program looked right. I just wish that somehow it actually tied into the story a bit better. All it was is, okay, all of a sudden they're over here now because they've been kidnapped. And now they're not kidnapped, it's okay. It was
a complete waste of time.
It was.
There was they found nothing there.
Yeah, they got nothing out of it. It sort of retconned a lot of stuff as well. Now, the only reason why Wolverine remembers anything is due to Jean Grey.
Yeah.
And surely they would recognise him.
Like, he doesn't have any lines in it.
No lines at all.
Which I liked. I really didn't want him to have like a cheesy like bump. You know, I was just like, no, shut up. To be honest, it was a really good action scene.
I found the action quite clunky.
Really? Did you?
Yeah. Obviously they can't show a lot of graphic violence because of the age rating that it is. Every time it would just get him close up to a person and then claws hidden again and then close up to another person, claws hidden again. Also, a lot of it felt like it was almost shot on a GoPro or something.
Yeah, the quality changed a little bit. It was a bit weird, a bit different. I don't know. I thought in terms of physicality, he was really like imposing, and he was really like if I saw him coming at me, I'd be like, well, I'm fucked, aren't I? In terms of the way he looked, the way he acted was really good. I think it was more down to editing and down to
actually the filming of it.
Yeah, the filming. Yeah, the actual shots. Let's move on to the man of the moment, Apocalypse. What did you think about it?
They have changed Apocalypse a lot from what I expected him to be, but they almost used him rather than actually using Apocalypse the character. They almost used him as just a
catalyst. Kind of to make the heroes go together and fight for something. Yeah, exactly.
They didn't do him an injustice, but more used him to actually develop the storyline itself.
I did want there to be a little bit more emphasis on his ideals of survival of the fittest.
Well, he did sort of get that through Charles Xavier when he's making Charles do the big speech to everybody in the world. He was robbed at that last moment.
And then Apocalypse didn't do anything to him?
Exactly, yeah.
I was thinking like, oh shit, you pissed him off. Yeah. I thought like Apocalypse was going to like
beat the shit out of
him. Exactly. What did you think of what I think was a massive cop-out of him turning giant?
Oh my god, it was so bad.
I'm pretty sure people behind me saw me going, what the...
Xavier tries to battle Apocalypse inside his own head, but at the same time Apocalypse is fighting everybody else outside. It felt really awkward because almost it's happening at the same time, but Apocalypse doesn't even seem distracted, and I know that could be like, oh well, Apocalypse is really strong, but no, it just seemed really strange.
It must have been a problem with writing, I think. I think that they had an idea of let's end it with a showdown between Charles and Apocalypse. The rest of the writing team must have gone, well no, let's have a showdown with all the mutants. So they couldn't make up their minds, so they just found a way of putting them both of them, maybe?
Now, I think it would have been better done if all the other mutants were fighting the Four Horsemen, and if Xavier was just fighting Apocalypse separately.
That would have worked, yeah.
I have a powerful mind, so I can go giant in my mind.
Because when you saw the trailer, when he turns giant, it makes you think like, oh shit, they actually have that. Yeah. Awesome. Nah, dream sequence.
They probably couldn't put it in because of Civil War.
Again, it goes into why critics were being such dicks to this film. They're comparing every other superhero film now to Civil War because it's Marvel, and Marvel are huge. Then, at the end of the fight, when you think Xavier's about to lose...
Jean Grey goes Phoenix.
Yeah!
It was a nice reveal.
Yeah.
Of her powers, they changed it quite a lot.
Yeah.
But for a story purpose, it worked really well.
It was incredible.
However, all the way through, you have Jean Grey. She's having really bad dreams of an apocalypse. That apocalypse doesn't come to pass. She pretty much annihilates Apocalypse, doesn't she, straight up? But before he dies, he turns around and says, all is revealed, which could hint that in fact, the power that Jean Grey's been afraid of the entire time is actually the Dark Phoenix.
And not Apocalypse.
And she could be the bringer of the actual apocalypse.
Yeah, this film had one of the coolest endings ever in films.
My God.
The Danger Room.
Yeah, it shows that finally Charles Xavier is going, we're preparing for war now.
He's finally gone like, I don't just want students, I want soldiers as well, just in case.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, because we know we're not safe.
They're readying for war even if they don't want one, which is nice because obviously that's what the X-Men are.
One of the things that I loved the most was the way that they perfectly married a cinema version of their outfits and the comic book version.
Yeah.
Also, this is set in the 80s,
Yeah.
so it's perfect for them to have all those vibrant colors and everything.
The Michael Jackson coat is absolute genius.
On Nightcrawler, Michael Fassbender is one of my favorite actors of all
genius.
time, and he did the absolute best that he could. In terms of his emotional reaction and how he acts in the scene is perfect.
Yeah.
It's just the lines.
There was one line in particular where it was just, you could see him genuinely going, do I really have to say this?
You can see him holding back on it because he's like, this is a ridiculous line.
Exactly.
It's when he goes, is this what you want from me? Is this what I'm meant to be? And it's just like, what? He could have just cried and that was it. Like he didn't even have any, he didn't even need any lines. Let's talk about the after credit scene.
Opens up a lot of questions.
But also a lot of answers,
Yeah,
and
and
introduces a big character.
Mr. Sinister.
Yeah, born Nathaniel Essex. He was like Victorian time kind of scientist.
Yeah.
Over time, he's become obsessed with the whole survival of the fittest thing,
Absolutely.
which is why he became a henchman of Apocalypse.
And even in some renditions, an actual horseman.
But another exciting thing, which is because they're taking Wolverine's DNA, and because it is Essex Corp.
That immediately says cloning of Wolverine, linking it to X-23.
Yeah, holy crap.
Oh my God.
I was just... it just leaves a whole lot of questions and a whole lot of possibilities, which I absolutely love. If not Mr. Sinister, at least like a Nathaniel Essex character.
Who's going to be very similar to Mr. Sinister.
Exactly. Like, I don't know.
At least in personality-wise.
Yeah, exactly. In terms of what the character is, but not the look. I don't know how they could bring the look of Mr. Sinister to screen. I genuinely can't.
I think even the name Mr. Sinister,
Yeah.
it would immediately have a negative effect on people.
Yeah, because in this film, at no point did they call him Apocalypse. They always call him Ansabanur, which is his actual name. And that's everything for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to check out our other videos. Don't forget to subscribe. I hope you liked it. Thank you very much for watching. See you later. Bye!